To avenge the death of his wife and daughter, the man grabbed a knife and rushed toward the killer, wanting to end him with a single strike. But a nearby police officer stopped him. The killer smiled with satisfaction. The man hoped the killer would get the death penalty, but the law did not sentence him to death. Instead, the killer lived comfortably in prison, because the country had already abolished the death penalty. This outcome broke the man. That very day, he lost all hope and tried to take his own life. Right before his final breath, the rope suddenly snapped. He fell to the ground, landing beside a wedding photo. At that moment, the rage inside him exploded. If the law could not punish the killer, then he would do it himself. From that moment on, he no longer lived for himself. He lived for his wife and daughter. He quit his job. He started training every day, forcing his body to grow stronger. He also practiced knife skills and killing techniques at home. He had only one goal: to kill the man who destroyed his family. Years later, he finally saw a chance. He discovered that a gang boss had been betrayed by his underling, and was now locked in the same prison as the killer. When the gang boss was temporarily released, the man handed him proof of the betrayal. The boss was furious and wanted revenge, but he only had 1 day of freedom, not enough to act. The man made him a deal. He would kill the underling, and in return, the boss would take care of the killer in prison. But the boss had to leave the killer alive, just barely. The man gave no explanation. They simply agreed. Soon, the man found the first underling at a hotel, and killed him quickly. He moved fast and wore a mask, so the police did not find him right away. The second underling was always surrounded by gang members. The man hid along their usual route, waiting. When the chance came, he rushed in and attacked. When the gang rushed toward him, he did not try to escape. Instead, he turned the car around and rammed it into the target again. He had to make sure the underling died, even if it cost him his own life. Gang members smashed the windows, pulled him from the car, and beat him badly. He had no way to fight back. Just as they were about to kill him, a gunshot rang out. The beating stopped. The man holding the gun was the brother of his dead wife. Seeing police arrive, the gang quickly left. The man also escaped. Luckily, the underling bled out and died. Back in prison, the gang boss got the news. He pulled out a piece of metal he had been sharpening for years. When the killer went to take a shower, the boss stabbed him. A brutal fight broke out. The boss was stronger and was about to kill the killer. But then he remembered he had promised to leave him alive. He hesitated. The killer used that moment to strike back. In the end, both men were sent to the hospital. The man had done all this just to make sure the killer paid, not with prison time, but with blood.